Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time I'm going to be doing a feel on this Extendo set of nails. So of course the first thing that I'm doing is just going in with my extra coarse safety drill bit, and I'm using it at 15,000 RPMs, and I'm just going in and removing all of that gel polish. So again, I'm using it at 15,000 RPMs, but as always, just adjust it to whatever speed you feel comfortable using it at. And I'm gonna do the same thing on all of them. Alrighty, so after I finish removing the gel polish, I'm going in with a cuticle pusher, and I'm just pushing back those cuticles to expose the new growth and help with reducing lifting. As always, you can use any type of cuticle pusher, whether it's plastic, wood, or metal, as long as it can be disinfected or disposed of. After that, I'm going in with my 180 sanding band to remove the shine from the natural nail. You want to make sure that when you're using this drill bit that you use it at a speed that you feel comfortable using it at. That way you don't overfall on your client's nail, because then it's going to thin out their nails. So again, going around that cuticle area, get as close as you can to that cuticle, because that's where your lifting will come from. Alrighty, so after I finish removing the shine from the natural nail, I just dust the nails off, and then I'm going in with the JC Beauty Concepts primer and applying that to the natural nail only. After that, I'm going in with my Mia Secret Cover Blush Acrylic. Now, I normally would use the JC Beauty Concepts Cover Blush. However, at the moment, I was out of it. But you can kind of tell how this one, it doesn't go as smooth, and then it's a bit runny, which is why I stopped using Mia Secret a few months ago. So I definitely recommend JC Beauty Concepts for sure. I do have a promo code for them, so I'll be sure to leave that information down below. But if you've ever used Mia Secret and you've ever used JC Beauty Concepts, you know for sure that there is definitely a huge difference. JC Beauty Concepts just literally goes on like butter, and it's a lot easier to work with. So yeah, I'm just going in and of course placing that first bead closer to the cuticle area. If you get any product on the skin, be sure to go ahead and wipe it off immediately. That way it doesn't dry up. And then after you fill in the back of the nail, you just go in and apply more acrylic wherever it's needed to, of course, make sure that you have that nice apex and thickness at the tip. Alrighty, so same thing, placing that first bead closer to the cuticle area, patting it down and very gently brushing it down. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but even though like this is literally the exact same acrylic that's already on the nail, you guys see how like it's not really just like, I guess, blending very well. And like I said, this one's the Mia Secret, which is why I switched over. I know the other day I had someone in the comments talking about how I wasn't, what did she say? Something about I wasn't genuine because I switched brands. But you guys know that for the longest I had already been looking into switching because Mia Secret for me was becoming too runny. I was having to add monomer to my, or not monomer, I was having to add acetone to my monomer to help it dry a little bit faster. That way it wouldn't be as runny. And then, you know, this also was another reason as to why I switched. And it's just because like I said, I don't know if you guys could tell, but it just almost looked a little patchy. So that's why I kept having to add more acrylic on there. But yeah, so just going in and filling in the bag. Like I said, making sure that, especially with these super long nails, that we have a nice apex. And your apex is going to be the strongest part of your nail, where your nail gets its strength from. So if you were to hit your nail on something, you know, it's just not going to break off. And then also I forgot to mention that the brush that I'm using is the Alpha brush in a number 16, and I like to use this one when I'm doing these Extendo nails. That way I'm able to pick up more acrylic. But then also here's another example. You guys seen where right there in the middle where my brush is right now, I keep getting like that that spot right there, and I don't know why the acrylic was doing that. But like I said, this is why I like using the JC Beauty Concept one instead, because I don't have this issue at all. Alrighty, so after I finish applying the acrylic, I'm going in with my 80/80 hand file and we're just reshaping the nails. So going in on the sides and the fridge at exactly a 90-degree angle. And of course, this is just to redefine that shape. We already have that coffin shape, but after, my client wears their nails for 2 to 3 weeks, it kind of dulls out the corners. And then also after applying the acrylic, you kind of get those little rough edges. So you want to make sure that you get underneath the nail really, really good. That way they're all nice and smooth. Also remember that with these super long nails, you want to make sure that as you're filing the free edge that you hold the nail like I'm doing here. That way the nail doesn't just wobble all over the place and hurt your client's nail plate. Alrighty, so this is after I finished reshaping the nails, but before I actually went in with the e-file to do any filing. As you can see, they're already really nice and smooth. They look really good around the cuticle area, and they're definitely super flawless. So after this, we're going to go in with the extra fine drill bit, and we're just going to file all of the nails, going around the cuticle area first, going from the right side all the way over to the left side, going back and forth until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. That way you know that the acrylic is not on the skin. And then of course filing the rest of the nail to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. And then also, if you are a beginner and your nails are still pretty thick and bumpy and lumpy, just go in and just file a little bit more, but make sure that as you're doing that, you're steady looking at your nail from different angles. That way you know exactly where you need to file. After I finish filing the nails, I'm going in with my buffer, and this is just going to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure that you buff those nails really good. And then also after I finish buffing, I just run my thumb over the top of the nail to just feel for any scratches, and if it still feels a little bit rough, then I'll just go in and buff a little bit more. So after I finish buffing the nails, I just dust them off, and then I'm going in with an alcohol wipe to wipe the nails off. And then for this set, we're going to keep it pretty simple. So we're just going to go in with 5 different shades of pink, and we're just going to be doing a French tip on all of them. I'm going to do some glitter over the gel polish, and then we're also going to do some bling. So all of these gel polishes are by Madam Glam. I do have a promo code, so I'll be sure to leave that down below. And then also, whenever I'm doing my French tip, I like to go in with my small nail art brush, which I do have available on my website, and it is currently up and running, so I'll leave that link below. But like I said, I just go in with my brush and just draw my smile line, and then with the actual nail polish brush, I just go in and fill in the tip, and that's pretty much it. And then of course, if you get any polish like above the smile line, you can always just go in with a little cleanup brush. I also have those available on my website, and like I said, I'll be sure to leave that link down below. Alrighty, so after I finish doing the French tips on all of them, before I actually cure this gel polish, I'm going to go in with my little iridescent glitter, and I'm just going to sprinkle that over all of the nails. That way we only, it's going to stick right onto that gel polish. And then after that, we're going to cure. So to pick up the glitter, I'm just using the cuticle pusher. And like I said, I'm just pouring that right over the gel polish while it's still wet. And then after that, I'm going to go in and cure this hand for 60 seconds. Alrighty, so after I cure the nails for 60 seconds, I'm going in with the Soleil nail adhesive, and I'm just going to basically outline that smile line with my AB SS6 rhinestones, which I also have available on my website. And I am going to be leaving my website up and running up until it completely sells out, or until right before I have to leave to Miami. So make sure you go check it out before it sells out. Alrighty, y'all, so as always, they turned out really pretty. I absolutely love the different shades of pink. And then also, as you guys can see, I didn't do a top coat on the glitter, only on the actual nude acrylic. And these are the colors that I use, all by Madam Glam. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at GetNailDirty2, and I will see you guys next time.